is Robert Richards again, coming to you from the Integrators, and back to you on our technology tips. Today, we'll be doing and talking about a major topic in the IT industry. That's your power. One of the foundation components of your IT system and to carry through across the digital divide. Power is probably your single most important thing that you will need to run your IT equipment. Many people focus a lot on other stuff, but forget how important your power is. So today, we're going to have a little one-on-one session on power and what you need to protect yourself and your valuable data, which is the more important thing, on your digital system. We have basically 3 types of power protections on the UPS line. The lowest tier of computer protection, which a lot of people use maybe at home and so on, are what people are known as your surge protectors. Something looking a lot like this. So multi-outlet ones that you plug into your wall, that you plug your devices to, and another multi-outlet one with what is known as an extension cord that you have. This gives you a basic line of power protection. This is not what you really should be using. However, in your office, whether it be small, medium, or large, you should be using a UPS, uninterruptible power supply or an uninterruptible power source. Most people out there think that when you go and purchase a UPS, once I hear a UPS and I have it, it means that I'm being fully protected. That's incorrect. So today, I'm going to give you a quick overview so that you understand in simple layman's terms what your UPS and the type of UPS that you're purchasing does for you and what it protects against. So let us start from the first line of defense, the lowest cost UPS that you have out there, which is what is known as an offline UPS. But before I get into that, I'm going to tell you what you're buying and what you're being protected. There are 9 power problems that exist in most power situations worldwide. And we're going to list them off here. First one is a power failure. Second, power sags. Third, power surges. Fourth, brownouts. Fifth, you can see, it's electrical light line noise. Voltage spikes, frequency variations, switching transients, and harmonic distortions. Those are the 9 things that you should be protected from for your critical data. However, different environments and different size companies and different budgets require how you spend to get your protection against these 3 things. So let us go through that slowly. As I said earlier on, the first UPS that is in the line, the lowest cost one, and the ones you should be using mostly probably at home or in a very small business or when your data is not that critical, is what is known as an offline UPS. That UPS protects you against 3 of those power problems that we spoke about there. Okay, the first 3. Power failures, power sags, and some power surges. The other 6 issues it will not protect you against. And it will allow you to what most people know, to shut your computer down, save your files, and turn off. However, what many people don't understand is that your data and your equipment needs most protection when the power is on. Because our power sources gives us different variations of power, which means that you're not always getting stable power, you're not always getting a clean sine wave, you're going to be getting surges, you're going to be getting brownouts, and I'm sure many of you have experienced this. Your UPS is what protects that power coming in to the unit and should give you a clean power going out to protect your equipment. So as I said, the offline UPS does very little protection. Gives you a little surge protection and allows you to back up and close down your files before you shut off. The next line of UPS is what is known as a line interactive UPS. Now that UPS, as of course, is going to cost a little more. And that one protects us against 5 of the power problems that you have out there. And it's line interactive because what it does, it senses when there's a problem along your power line, whether you have low voltage, if it has low voltage, it will boost that power a little bit and carry it up to what the normal voltage should be and give that voltage power to what your machine should be having. If you're having high voltage, it will clamp some of that power and carry you down to the level that is. But this is using a level of switching and everything that takes place inside of the UPS. And sometimes some things will get through. Again, protecting against only 5 of those 9 problems that I told you about before. So again, you're not being fully protected. Those UPSs are used again and again, people get away with it in some critical areas, small and medium-sized businesses. Then we have the third level of UPSs, what is known as the true double conversion online UPSs. These units protect you against all 9 of your power problems and are used in what is in our big data centers, any areas that we have critical data that you can't afford to lose, equipment that is very important, very sensitive blood testing equipment, areas where you cannot afford to be down. A slight switch changing 10 to a 1 can change and corrupt your entire data file. So you need these units put in those places. Now, of course, what are the pros and cons of these UPSs? So as you can see, just purchasing a UPS is not going and saying, I need a UPS. You get a UPS and now you think now, I'm fully protected and safe, which many people assume. You know, we get calls in, oh, my machine got burnt up, but I have a UPS on the line. What type of UPS do you have on your line? Which brings me now to go and speak to you about some of the quick pros and cons of each of these things. So let's go through quickly. The offline UPS doesn't give much protection, protects only against 3, but the pro on it, cost effective, cheaper cost, you get the bang for the buck. Don't use it in your critical areas. Line interactive, the UPSs, one of the most commonly sold UPSs out there, otherwise known as smart. If you were talking about APC UPS, you hear about the smart line, they have that. So changing from your power provider to battery is so short now that it's hardly noticeable. So they have built in the technology with cleaning protection for the power coming through, cleaning the spikes that may come through, but those don't usually have what we call a harmonic distortion protection. They don't usually have a lot of times a cycle protection. So again, those units cost a little more, but are way better in price than the true online units. For our critical loads now, and data centers, and areas that you are going to need protection against very high-end equipment, you put in what is known as a true double conversion online UPS. And basically, that's a UPS that pretty much runs all the time on the battery. And you get a clean sine wave coming through all the time. You have no distortions, and what your power provider is used to do is just charge your batteries. Power coming in is converted, it's then used to charge the battery. Power going out is then converted against the AC and goes to your equipment. That's why it's known as double conversion. There's a lot more technicality behind it, but again, these are simple one-on-one videos that I want to give you so that you understand the type of UPS that you're getting. The con of this now, that you will see, these cost quite a pretty penny. Now you have them coming in from sizes from a 3 kVA right up to huge amounts, 800 kVA units, which we use at some of the BPO clients and so on. So, just to sum it up, surge protectors, the lowest line of protection you have against power. Use it for equipment that you don't need much protection on. You don't mind if you lose it, or if your budget is very low, you get them, but get a good one. The next line of defense, your offline UPS. The next line of defense above that protects against 5 of the power problems, your line interactive unit. And the top of the line, full line of defense that protects against all of the 9 power problems that you will have is a true online double conversion unit. So there you have it for today. A quick 101 on UPSs. Stay tuned for our next quick tech tips.